Here's what God's call looked on my life. First, there's the 5 years old. I was sitting in bed. I say, okay, God, come into my heart. There's that call, but really that didn't necessarily change much. Grew up in the church. I kind of went with it. But at 17 years old, I'm at this point, I got to start getting the ball rolling. I have no idea what I'm going to do with my life. And really, I had no ambition, I had no talent, I had no drive to really do anything. Specifically, I didn't even really like people. So what do I do without people or any skills or what? And so at this moment, God says, why didn't you come work in the church? And I'm like, God, that doesn't really make sense. But in this moment, I felt God calling me towards the church, and for the first time, I felt God had a purpose for me. And so I said, God, I'll do whatever it takes. And even now, I say, God, are you sure this is what you want me to do? Are you sure you want me dealing like that? You sure you want me standing up in front of you people? This is sketchy here sometimes, but God says, are you sure you still want to do this? And I said, I can't do anything else. What is God calling you to? See, here's my philosophy for God calling you. This is my theology for when God calls us. He calls all of us to live for Him. He calls all of us to live for Him, but what that looks like is different for everyone. Your life doesn't have to look like anybody else's. You don't have to look like my dad, especially not my dad. Not like me, especially not like me. You don't have to look like anybody else. But if God is convicting you to make a change, I don't just mean you feel guilty, like you need to do more when you're already doing too much. If God is really convicting you to make a change, you better start getting the ball rolling.